Why do so many Americans work hard but feel stuck, stressed, and broke? If you've ever wondered why most people seem trapped no matter their paycheck, or if you're searching for the real path out, this is your story. This isn't just about numbers, it's about mindset, habits, and the stories we tell ourselves. Today, we'll uncover the hidden traps keeping millions broke and show you how real people have rewritten their money story to escape. You won't hear this in school and definitely not from banks. So if you're ready to shift your life, smash like, subscribe, and settle in. Chapter 1. The story you've been sold and why you stay stuck. Let's start with a tale most of us are living, sometimes without even realizing it. Imagine Alice, age 27. She did everything right, college degree? Check. Full-time job? Check. Rent paid, car maintained, phone upgraded. And yet, every month, she ends up wondering where all her money went. Then her phone buzzes. Flash sale, 50% off. She thinks, I've had a hard week, I deserve this. One tap, it's hers. The dopamine hits. She smiles for a minute. But that one moment of treat yourself stacks onto a credit card bill she was already behind on. Soon she's ignoring debt reminders, feeling embarrassed, overwhelmed, and defeated. She tells herself, this is just how life is. At least I'm not the only one struggling. That's the trap. This is not a personal failure. It's the consumer story, a scripted lifestyle designed by corporations and credit systems to keep you in a cycle. Earn, spend, stress, repeat. Banks win when you're in debt. Corporations profit when you confuse spending with self-care. Society normalizes emotional spending while shaming people for being broke. Here's the harsh truth. Over 70% of Americans say financial stress is their biggest mental health challenge. Yet every day they're targeted by buy now, pay later ads like it's the solution. You're not bad with money. You're just playing a rigged game with invisible rules. Chapter 2. Why hard work isn't enough. Money rules nobody teaches. Let's shift to Brian. He's in his mid-30s. Works hard, really hard. Commutes daily, skips lunch breaks, even pulls weekend shifts to keep up. And still, he's living paycheck to paycheck. Car trouble hits, and suddenly he's back to swiping his credit card to survive. Sound familiar? Here's what nobody teaches. America's system wasn't built for your freedom. It was built for your consumption. Wages haven't kept pace with inflation for decades. Healthcare, housing, and education costs have exploded. Debt has been normalized. 40% of Americans carry monthly credit card balances. Brian's real wake-up moment wasn't losing a paycheck. It was realizing that his work ethic was being exploited, not rewarded. Hard work isn't bad, but hard work without financial boundaries? That's burnout disguised as ambition. Most people were handed a blueprint that said, work hard, go to school, get a good job, and everything will be fine. But what they weren't taught was how to manage that income, invest it wisely, or recognize when the system isn't serving them anymore. Chapter 3. The Emotional Spiral. Why Mindset Matters. Let's be honest, most money mistakes are not logical. They're emotional. After a brutal day, that $12 latte or $40 DoorDash order feels like relief. A mini escape. And that's exactly what emotional spending thrives on. You're not dumb for buying stuff you didn't plan. You're just emotionally overwhelmed, and buying becomes coping. Stats say nearly 80% of Americans have made emotionally driven purchases they regret. This is supercharged by social media. You scroll for 5 minutes and see influencers living lavishly, your friends in Bali, someone posting their new car. FOMO kicks in. You feel behind. And your brain says, just one small splurge. We don't talk enough about the trauma behind money. Childhoods where bills caused fights. Parents who said, we can't afford that, every day. Or past failures that still haunt us. The result? Financial self-sabotage feels normal, even safe. But remember this, The story you believe about yourself is driving your financial behavior more than your income or budgeting skills. Change that story, and your decisions change too. Chapter 4. Breaking Points. The Wake-Up Call. Now meet Jack. He grew up hearing, "Money doesn't grow on trees. We're just not lucky like them, and debt is part of life." By 33, a sudden medical emergency left him with $4,000 in debt and zero savings. He spiraled. It felt like proof that no matter what he did, financial stability was always out of reach. He didn't tell anyone. Shame kept him quiet. But here's the twist. Jack reached out to a friend. She'd been in debt too, but had turned things around. She didn't make six figures. She wasn't a genius. But she did a few things differently. Tracked her spending daily with a simple Google sheet. Set up automatic savings, even if it was just $20 a paycheck. Rewrote her inner story from "I'm terrible with money" to "I'm learning and improving every day." She told Jack, "It's not about fixing everything at once. It's about proving to yourself that change is possible." That single idea flipped a switch. And for Jack, that conversation became the start of a new identity. Not broke. Not stuck. Just unfinished. Chapter 5. The Escape Blueprint. Tiny wins, big change. Let's get practical. Here's your blueprint to break the cycle. 1. Become financially self-aware. Track every dollar for 30 days. No shame, no judgment, just clarity. Ask, what patterns repeat? What triggers emotional spending? 2. Rewrite your money story. Ditch, "I'm just not good with money." Say instead, "I'm learning how to build wealth step by step." Automate your wealth. Auto-transfer $10, $50 to savings as soon as you're paid. Build a $500, $1,000 emergency buffer. It gives you breathing room and confidence. 4. Find your money tribe. Listen to podcasts, follow finance YouTubers, join a local FIRE or budgeting group. Being around others on the journey makes it real. 5. Make one upgrade this week. Cancel one subscription. Cook one more meal at home. Pay 20 extra toward a debt. Celebrate each win like it's gold, because it is. Bonus, Jack's first win? He saved $50 in month 1. That $50 became $750 in 6 months. More importantly, he felt in control, and that changed everything. Recap. Inspiring visuals. Jack looking at his first savings tracker. Alice tearing up a credit card offer. Real people smiling as they pay off debt. So, why do so many Americans stay broke? It's not laziness. It's not lack of effort. It's the invisible scripts we inherit, the emotional habits we repeat, and a system that profits from keeping us numb, distracted, and in debt. But here's the secret they never teach. You can opt out. No, it won't be flashy at first. No, it won't happen overnight. But rewriting your money story, claiming tiny daily wins, and finding your financial tribe will change everything. So here's your first step. Drop your old money belief in the comments. Replace it with your new one. Examples. From "I'll always be broke" to "I'm building wealth slowly, daily." From "I'm bad with money" to "I make conscious choices now." And this week, track every expense for 7 days. Set up a $10 automatic transfer. Tell someone your new story. The truth is, you're not behind. You're just one new belief and one smart move away from real change. Smash like, hit subscribe. And let's build your escape story together.